Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you guys have had a good weekend. We are here to craft. I was reading while I was trying to get it to come up, the comments from Nancy and Kathy. Hello. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of this merry-go-round weather too. We were hot over the weekend. And now here we are, freezing cold. I know I'm in short sleeves, but I've been actually wearing a jacket all day long. So if I'm cold, it's cold. Because I have never been a cold natured person. I mean, I'm always a hot natured person, so I like the cold. No, no, no. I'm done with it. I am done with it. I'm ready for it to, though, find one temp, and let's just leave it there. So all right, I'm gonna move this over here so I don't knock it off. But my throat's been dry, so I'm sure it's the crazy weather. So let me know if you are here. Make sure you say hello in the comments. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And also, I would love for you to share my video. That would be awesome. Hello, Sharon. I was so excited that Sharon and Christine got to come on Saturday and do a little crafting with me in my monthly class. It was fantastic. I love it when you Columbia ladies surprise me. I love it. I love it. I mean, I knew y'all were coming, but still, it's a surprise when you walk in the door, right? Don't forget, right now, we are in our mini catalog, our newest mini catalog, as well as the newest product for online exclusives. I have some fun things coming up for those. So if you like bingo, I am bringing bingo back. And ladies, it's coming to Columbia. So if you are in Columbia, or you can come from Darlington too, there's going to be a little caravan coming. I would love for you guys to come and join me for bingo. I will have all the details in the next few days. I am finalizing a couple things, but it will be at Murray's. That's the intent as of right now, as long as they give me the nice little go ahead. If not, we will find another place. I promise you. So that will be coming. So if you're in Columbia, make sure that you watch your emails for all of that information. That will be in it. Okay, the only other thing I think I really need to say for tonight is club. Let me grab it from over here. It's sitting in the back corner because, well, it's so I don't make it fall off my table. I know, Kathy. I'm so excited too. Well, and I haven't done bingo since, gosh, I think since the mini cattle, or maybe, yeah, since the mini catalog last year, because we moved in July. And I can't remember if I did the annual catalog or not. I don't think I did. So anyway, yeah, I'm really excited too. Make sure that if you want to join club, you have got until this Friday, I think, hold on, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yes, this Friday to join. We are using the Greenery Lane bundle. That is that bundle right there. And it includes this month half a pack of paper. This is Nature's Walk Designer Series paper. It's gorgeous. You can see I have been using mine even outside of creating these projects. I love it. It will include a full pack of the washi tape, a full pack of the pressed flower motifs, and a full pack of the linen thread. So you get a lot this month. It's kind of a January thank you. That's what I'm going to call it. Because typically it's $25, $25-ish in products. This month it's going to be like a little over $30. But I'm not splitting up the washi tape, and I think you need it for this bundle. So if you're interested in that, there's information in the description of this video that you can go in there and do 1 month, or you can actually go in and subscribe. So if you're interested in that, make sure you get registered by Friday. Okay, that's it. So let's get to crafting and we are going to move down to the table. And I'm going to get it all adjusted. Let's see if I can do that. And make sure it's all straight. All right. You know, you got to move like 100 things to get it to where it needs to be. And yes, I think we should be good. Okay, so we are going to be doing a bundle tonight called, I have lost it now. There it is. There it is. There it is. I still had it on my back table. We're going to be doing a bundle called Lovely Arrangements. And I love this bundle. I think I've said that about every bundle I've started using. But y'all, there are some really good products in our new stuff that has come out. This one is a really good one. I love the dies here. These two are fantastic. We're actually not even going to use this one tonight. So anyway, so we've got this that we're going to use tonight. One of the great things about this bundle is it coordinates with a scrapbook workshop. So the workshop is called Currently Loving, and it's beautiful. And then it has this stamp set that goes along with it. So I'm going to show on a video. It's not going to be a live video of putting together one of the double pages. Okay, at some point this week, so that you can kind of see the stamp set and all of that together. But I love it when I fall in love with a bundle and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a scrapbook workshop to go along with it. It just makes it 100 times better. So tonight, let's get started. We are going to do this card first. This was actually for the demonstrator swap, that shoebox swap that I co-hosted with 2 other demonstrators. That was one of my cards. I did 2, an Easter one and then this one. And I think this is the card that really made me fall in love with this bundle. Because it's simple yet very elegant with it as well. So, all right, there's also a blog post that you will be able to go to. I just have to put 2 more links in it and then it'll be finished. So give me about an hour after we get done and the blog post will be up. Because a lot of you have been going to check out the blog post lately. I was actually almost to the point of where I was going to stop doing my blog because no one was really going there. And then all of a sudden, in the last like 2 months, I've had over like 30 to 40 views almost per post. So I'm not going to stop it now. I'm going to keep that going. I can tell which ones are really popular though. All right, we're going to attach this piece here. And this is Secret C. We're going to attach it to the center of our card base here. Let's flip it over because it's got a little ding on that corner. And we'll stick it there. Perfect. And then this here, we're going to actually do something before we attach it. We're going to grab our grid paper. I'm going to open it up so y'all can see all the messiness with it. We're going to grab one of our Stampin' Right markers. You can use your Stampin' blends to do this as well. We are going to take our brush end and we are going to get some flicking on it because I felt like it needed just a little extra dark color for it. All right, we'll set that aside for just a second. And we're going to do some stamping. So let me pull this card so I can see it. All right. All right, so we've got Secret C, and then we've got Garden Green, and then I should have my black over here. There it is. All right, so we are going to ink up there we go. And then I think I can get the small one on there too. I'm trying to use up some scrap paper because I got a whole bunch of it. Okay, we're gonna set that aside. I'm gonna take my little sentiment piece here. This is one of the dies in the actual bundle. We're gonna take Secret C and we're gonna stamp Happy Birthday. And so I have a funny little thing that I do, especially if it's like a good sentiment, like a happy birthday one. Oh, is my weird, oh, it's being, oh. No, I don't have a British accent for sure. Although I wish I did, Deb. I wish I did, but that is a little weird. Huh, interesting. She might be voicing over for me. I don't know. So when you stamp like some of your sentiments, does it bring like songs to your head and then you like break out in song in your craft room? I'm gonna have to say that that happens quite frequently to me. It's probably why Ben keeps my door closed a lot. Probably. All right, we are gonna do, well, we're gonna color, but apparently I only pulled out Pool Party. Here's our Flirty Flamingo. Actually, no, it's not Flirty Flamingo. It's Pretty in Pink. Ta-da, here we go. All right, let's get the right color. I'm gonna have to like, I wonder if, well, see, I can't turn mine up because then it'll like echo at me. So we'll just let it go. Hopefully maybe it's back to me, Deb. We're gonna take the light Pretty in Pink and we're just gonna color. And I'm gonna leave that center part uncolored. And we're just gonna go around and one more time. Okay, then I'm going to take the, this is the Daffodil Delight. This is the dark. And we're just gonna color the centerpiece here like that. And then we're gonna take some dark and we're just gonna go over the little lines that are here. Not too fancy in the shading, not doing really any of that. We're just gonna draw these lines right here, okay? And I don't feel like any of those are showing up, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with it. We'll go over it one more time and then maybe it'll come out. Okay, then we're gonna do Pool Party on the smaller one. So we're gonna do light all the way around. Try not to color in that part there. And then we're gonna take the dark and we're gonna color the dark down here and then right there. And then we're gonna go over those lines. All right, and then we'll take that dark Daffodil Delight and we're gonna color in there. Perfect. Now I've already cut out our leaves there. Now that we're gonna take this and we're gonna take the image, the stamp image, and we're gonna ink it up in Garden Green. And we're gonna stamp up here in this corner. And then we're gonna stamp, I'll make sure I get it good and inked up. And then we're gonna stamp down here in this corner. Just like that. All right. Then we are going to grab our an emboss machine. I'm going to actually pull it over to me because we're going to use it a couple times. We're going to use it on the next card too. All right, and then we're going to place that there. We're going to grab our dies. And we want this one, maybe if I can get it off, and that one. Okay. So let's line them up. Oh, hey, Verna. Yes, and I saw your text message come through, but I went to go try to, like, switch over to it, and then it was doing, it was, like, taking my video, and I was like, I don't know what it's doing. So, yay, I'm glad you were able to make it, because I couldn't read the whole text message before it popped away. All right, so we've got these cut out now. Let's take them off the dies, and then I'm going to throw that piece away. Okay, now we can start putting all of this together. So we're going to take this piece and flip it over. We're going to add adhesive to all 4 sides. And then we're going to set that one aside and go to our other one. I'm going to refill that as soon as I get off. All right, and then we're going to stick this down here. Technology, yeah. We all know my struggle with technology. Mine is for real. The technology just doesn't like me very much most days. All right, so we're going to adhere this down just like this. Then we're going to take our pink one, or our pretty in pink one. We're going to just put adhesive on the back. And then we're going to situate it so that the leaves are coming out both sides of it. And then we're going to take this pool party one, flip it over. Let's add some dimensionals to it. We're going to add 3. But before we put it down, we're going to grab our little single leaf. We're going to grab a glue dot. And then we're going to slide it in right about there. Okay? And then we're going to take our double one that I think I've lost now. Probably. Well, isn't that just lovely? I am forever like making sure that I have all the pieces, and then when I go live, they all disappear. Okay, so what we will do is I will grab me another piece of soft seafoam. Maybe. I guess it means I have to find a piece of soft seafoam. I think I have another kit somewhere around here. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can find it. All right. I think I have... All right, so I have another kit. Let's see if I have a piece of soft seafoam. I do. Okay, so we are going to take, and I'm just going to cut it out over here real quick. All right, there we go. And I'm sure as soon as I get off, I will find it, because it's probably right in front of my face somewhere. All right. All right, so then we're going to take a glue dot, put it on this one, put it on this one, and then we're going to take this and we're going to put it up like this. Okay, then we'll take the backs off of this now, and we are going to adhere it right there. For our happy birthday sentiment, we are going to put a dimensional on one side, but we're going to do glue dots on here. And then what I'm going to do is just, I'm not going to press it down yet, but I'm going to lightly lay that there. We're going to take our ribbon that I've apparently lost as well, or I didn't pull it out at all, which is probably the case. Yes, it is. All right. Verna. You know, I'm sorry. I really do like this stamp set. It's a good one. We're going to cut a piece of our ribbon off. And I'm going to put that pin back in it that I've already lost somewhere. And then we're going to cut right up, and I'm going to use smaller scissors. We're going to cut one of these edges off, and all I want is the edge. So we're going to cut up like this, because I wanted the Secret C ribbon, but I don't want it to be thick because the sentiment is very, very small. So I wanted a thin. Well, we don't have any thin Secret C. So this is the next best thing, is to cut your ribbon. And it's okay to cut your ribbon. It's also okay to cut your stamps if you need to, which I know a lot of people cringe at. But I have done it. I don't do it very often, but I do it. All right, so now that we've got that little thin piece, we're going to tie a tiny little bow. And when I say tiny, I do mean tiny, because I do not want it to overpower the rest of our stuff. Okay, then I'm going to trim off those tails like that. Grab a glue dot. Then we're going to slide this right up under that sentiment, just like that. We do want it, though, to get to the edge of the flower. Okay, so now that that is there, I didn't mean to push that down. Y'all don't do that. Don't push it down. Okay, there we go. Let's put that back down. There we go. All right, on this one, we are going to take the edge of our dimensionals here. And it's actually easier to do it with mini glue dots because there's like this thick edge around it. So we're going to take and cut a piece of our edge off like that. And then we're going to attach it to this end down here, like that. All right, and now we're going to place this right on back over. And we want it to go across the center, just like that. Okay, last but not least, we have to add some embellishments. And these here are amazing as well. You're going to see these a lot. And we're going to pick, so you could do white, you could do, I'm pretty sure that's a pool party. or it might be cloud cover. It might be cloud cover. And then you could also do it's either Granny Apple Green or Old Olive. And then you've got Secret Sea down here. We're going to go this time. I think we're still going to stick with the Secret Sea. So I think that's the best color with the background. So we're going to put one here. We're going to put one here and then one here. And then ta-da! There is card number 1. And again, it's actually a very simple card. It's a very simple layout. And then it's just made a little fancier with putting the flicking in the background, as well as just adding the flowers that are colored. So, all right. So let's go to project number 2 for tonight. And that is going to be this one here. And I'm hoping I pulled everything for this one. If not, at least it's right behind me, right? Okay. Now, let's move and take out our kit here. Again, the only thing we'll have to cut out are the flowers for this one. So I tried to make that simple. We're going to take our card base and fold it in half. And I've lost my bone folder. Let's just grab another one. Okay. Then we're going to take our designer series paper and we're going to stick it in the middle. So we're just going to put adhesive on all 4 sides. We're going to stick that right about there, as close as possible. Then we are going to we're going to do a little trick, because I learned this. So I took some training this weekend, and they actually turned this into scalloped edges. And I thought that was a genius idea because I love a scalloped edge. It just adds something to a card. So let me show you how we're going to do that. I am going to grab my little cutter. You can do it on your big cutter as well. Now I've already cut this one off, so it's kind of got like the flat edges there. So we're going to come around to this side and we're just going to cut off one of the rows. Okay. And then we're going to actually just cut off one. And we're going to have, let me make sure I do that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So we're just going to cut off one. So you can do that with just a pair of scissors. And if you want, you can kind of make it round, so it's not real noticeable that you cut it. Then we're going to take our cardstock here. We're going to run some adhesive down the side. And then we are going to line it up over our little circles. And we're going to go up almost to where it kind of notches in, because then that makes it look like a scalloped. I thought that was the most genius idea of stepping outside the box. I was so excited. All right, so now we're going to put dimensionals on the back, and then we'll adhere it to our card base. Actually, nope, before we do that, we need to add our twine. We need to wrap this. And we're just going to wrap this one once. I'm pretty sure I just did it once. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I did. All right, so let's pull that just a little bit. And then we will flip that around. Come on over here. Tie a cute little bow, because every project has to have a bow, right? For me, it does anyway. I like little bows. All right, then we are going to trim off that edge and then that tail, not edge, tail. Now we will take and put dimensionals on the back. And we're going to do there and there, and then we're going to put one there. And then we'll do 3 more. All right. Okay, then we're going to put this on our card front. And when we put this on our card front, we're not going to make it centered. Because we kind of want those, I don't know, I felt like the scallops could get a little lost. And so we're going to push it a little bit this way so that this really stands out on our designer series paper there, if any of that makes sense. You don't have to be as special as I am, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment, and we're going to do that in Secret C because, you know, these just look really good with some Secret C color. Petal Pink and Secret C are phenomenal together. That is what I have come to love since Secret C came out. And I've always liked Petal Pink and Night of Navy. All right, so we'll stamp Sending Smiles right down the center. And then we are going to stamp our, let's stamp our flowers. And we're going to do, I'm going to close this up before I get ink everywhere. We are going to stamp it in Black Memento. I can get it off. And we're going to do just the large flowers. That's all we need. Okay. Now, we are going to take Cloud Cover Stampin' Blends. And we are going to take the light and we're going to color in the whole thing with the light. And this will take just a minute to do, but it's not too bad. It's not like little areas, so you can use that brush end. And then we're going to go around. All right. And if you want to give your flower a little bit more character, you could even leave like a little bit of white on it. It'll, you know, the center is a little bit lighter than the outside because I'm not putting as much pressure. That'll give it a little bit more texture and a little bit more, I don't know, I call it more, I guess, flower authentic because, you know, every flower, the colors kind of vary even on each individual petal. So, and I've found that with cloud cover, it's very easy to kind of leave a little bit of lighter areas when you're coloring with the light. All right, let's go around this one. Oops, I got out of the line a little bit with that one. Okay, then let's go to our dark cloud cover, and we're just gonna kind of color in that center, and we're just doing big circles. Nothing to really stay in that line. And then we're going to go over each little line here. Again, I'm really just adding that color. No, I'm not being picky about it, just putting it on there. And then, there we go. Perfect. Thank you, Sharon. Yes. Oh, thank you, Verna. Yeah. Is that another reason to get it, Verna? Oh, I tell you what. Okay, now we're going to take this piece of grid paper again. We're going to cover up everything. I'm going to take my Secret C Stampin' Right marker. Again, you can use your, what is it called? Your Stampin' Blends. And we're going to add a little bit of specks to our flower. Okay, there we go. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to set that aside for just a second. We are going to take, while that dries, we're going to take our sentiment. We're going to flip it over. We're going to take the edge of our dimensionals here. We're going to cut them up. And then we're going to take and put it on the top of our sentiment and then the bottom of our sentiment. We need one more. And this is going to lay over our ribbon right there, okay? It's actually going to go across like that. All right, so now let me cut these out really quick, and then I'll be right back. It shouldn't take me but just a second. Well, if I can line them up, it will take me a second. There it goes. All right. There is the first one. And then our second one. Okay. Now we're going to take one of them and we're going to actually do flat. So we're just going to put some of our adhesive on it, and that's going to go right about here. So we're going to tuck it up underneath that ribbon like that. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and put our sentiment on. Thank you, Nancy. I really like Secret Sea, and well, I really like blues and the petal pink colors together. I think dark blues and petal pinks and even the light blue, like that just works with the light pink, you know? It just works. Okay, now we're going to take our leaves here. This is our double one. We're going to take our glue dots, and we are going to tuck it up underneath our flower here like that. Okay, and then we're going to take our single one and we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to tuck it up underneath right here. Okay, now we're going to take our other flower. We're going to pop it up on dimensionals. We're going to do 3. And then maybe if I can get the backing off. And that one's going to sit right about here like that. We're going to put glue dots on the back of these 2 leaves here. So I cut out 2 big ones and then 1 small one. And then we're going to stick this one in right here like that. And then last but not least, we're going to add some fun little embellishments. These are new as well, and these have glitter in them, so they are beautiful. And we're going to take a small one or medium-sized one and a small one and put the small one right there. And then we'll grab a big one and stick it right there. Okay, there we go. That is our 2 cards for tonight. Now, I did do a card at class this past weekend as well, so I will be showing that one on Thursday. So with the new year, I'm actually going to change up when I do my lives. So instead of Friday at 5, we are going to do Thursdays at 6. The reason for that is my husband has a thing that he has to do every Thursday for a very long time. I think it's like 13 weeks or something. And so I figured, well, since he's not here, it'll be easier for me to do that. And maybe I won't forget to go live. because I have learned that on Fridays, I'm forgetting to go live until last minute. So I'm hoping that will help me kind of keep things straight. But this is the card that we will make on Thursday. And then again, there will be an upload for the 2 pages from the scrapbook workshop that I will show and get that posted as well. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I'll see you on Thursday over on Facebook. Bye.